Question everything. For the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, you know, when it comes to this voting situation, what we gonna do, guys? Our family, we in election time, and Joe Biden and the Democrats, they've been selling us trick bags for quite some time now, man. For a long time, we've been watching the communities. Every time we built them up from white militias and so on, came and destroyed and burnt down our communities, burnt down our businesses, and they didn't give us no reparative justice for that. None of that. You ain't get a dime back. Whole communities being pushed, you know, swept underwater. We ain't get a dime for that. But yet we've been voting, and they still don't never got no money for our communities. Don't never got no resources for our communities. But they always got resources for people that look like them. They always got resources for people that is not us as Aboriginal Negroes of America. What is that about? See, because they got resources for everybody but us. That means they're telling us something. And that is, we ain't got nothing for you. We ain't trying to help you in no form, in no fashion. But if that's the real reality of it, then that means you are maintaining what? What your forefathers done to us, right? See, they won't tell the Israel that they can't speak when they plight, that's the past. They can't tell them that. They can't tell them that. They won't tell them that. It won't happen. So they can keep getting funding and getting benefits for what happened to them all the way up from the time it happened in Germany to now. To now. But us, in ours, what happened to us, the Holocaust that happened to us, that was history. That wasn't us. Like, dude, if my daddy watch got taken off his hip when he got lynched, and you kept the watch because your father flicked it over there to you and you caught it in the air and you still got it to this day, it's still my watch. It's still my property. So there are trick bags being sold every which way, even to, you know, from our own people. You know what I mean? You got the chucking and jiving, cooning, pork chop brothers that are singing you a lullaby to get you to vote for these Democrats. And at the same time, don't ask for nothing. Watch our communities not get no resources reverted to them at all. And there's no recourse for it. They don't even care. As long as their legacy and their situation is being taken care of, then they all right. They got us on this individuality to where we don't never ever put our nation first, our babies first, because our babies is a part of a nation. And it's our nation that must function in a fashion that supports our babies and uplift our babies. There's no individual in that. And this is what they got us playing, like we individual trying to isolate and build our own individual infrastructures at the same time being assimilated into the dominant society under their control and under their oppression. That's not going to work. It hasn't worked. If you can see and look around and open your eyes to our communities, we're not the ones controlling resources to keep our community like that. That's not us. We under poverty. In poverty, you actually do certain things to survive. Some people call it survival work, some people call it crime. But that's the reality of poverty. You're not going to sit back and starve because somebody done demonized you and don't want to hire you and don't want to give you any type of economic growth. You're going to still try to survive. That's just what it is. And they know this. That's why you're being mass incarcerated. So when you think about voting, you got to put something on the table. You got to want to vote for a reason. And the reason should be you're impoverished, you're poor, and they owe you economic justice, which is reparations in the form of land as well as money. Thus, the land built liberation and separation from the people that infringed upon you, that has oppressed you and have a history of oppressing you and massacring and holocausting you. These are reality. You can't get by that. You can't push it down and try to bring up new terms and new identities for what we're going through. It's what it is. And you got to accept that. And you got to push that narrative that, yo, I don't want your hospitals. I don't want your schools. I don't want you taking care of me. I want what's owed to me and my nation so my nation can be free of you in order to take care of ourselves. That's liberation. And in that liberation, you owe me reparations, reparative justice for the robbery and the harm of Holocaust that you have committed on me. That's what you owe. That's what it's about. And this is what we only should be talking about. All that other nonsense is nonsense. I don't want nothing from you but justice. That's what it is. No, we ain't cool, we ain't friends, we ain't hugging, we ain't holding hands. Give me my chain back. That's what it is. That's what it is. Give me mine back. Y'all running around here like we supposed to be cool with no justice. But justice is on us. Got us in the head maneuver, and we can't breathe. But that's what justice is for us. But when it comes to justice being for us, there's none. How is that? How do that work? How do we be under crimes against humanity that has happened to our people right here by this government and ain't no skin in the game on trying to change that? No skin in the game of trying to bring justice to that. Then we ain't trying to have that. That's just what it is. That's just how we got to stand. And that's where we going to stand. So if Trump got to be the one, if he's going to bring tangibles in the form of reparative justice, which is reparations, then we rolling. We rolling. And if he ain't the one, then we ain't rolling either with him. Because voting ain't about being friends. Voting ain't about any type of form of fear when it comes to racism or anything. Voting is about tangibles for your nation, tangibles for your community, tangibles for things that's supposed to help better your environment. And if we ain't voting for those things, which is the form of liberation through reparations for us to get land and the wealth back that been taken from our forefathers and put us in ghetto slums and hoods, then we ain't voting about nothing. And with that, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. For that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.